What happens in the event where you're a tenant in a property that has been adversely affected by Melissa? For example, units that I would have rented in the western end of the islands, I have received information that the roofs have been significantly damaged, and the tenants are wondering what recourse that may be available for them. You have to look to the lease agreement on who has the obligation to repair the unit. In most instances, not all, you have to look at your lease agreement. There's a stipulation for who bears the obligation to repair the unit. For example, there's a limitation on the amount. If the repair is minimal, some have a figure. If the repair amounts to less than, let's say, $20,000, the tenant is a tenant's obligation to repair. But where the repair is so substantial that what you're giving back to the landlord is substantially different from what you rented, i.e. a new roof, new retaining wall, all those things, those obligations will fall to the landlord to repair. Now, some of these contracts, lease agreements, will have the termination clause or a frustration clause if the unit becomes completely destroyed, or it's all in your lease agreement. And of course, you can always reach out to your landlord and say, this is the situation with the property. What can we do? Can we have an agreement where there's some suspension of rent? What's the timeline to undertake to fix the damage to the property? There's a lot of options available.